are existing, and nobody has dropped out of it in almost 8 years. In some cases, it's less than 8 years the partnership's been going, but it's ongoing, and it should be.
Sounds like a great idea.
Thank you.
Congratulations on getting it started,
Thank you very much.
All right. There's many programs which work to help expose young people to the real world as it stands today. The Training and Development Corporation in Bucksport uses theater to help develop skills that many young people didn't even know they had. And as producer Janice Parks will show us, it's curtains up in Bucksport.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel.
My mom and my brother and everything, we've been very poor all our lives, and I hated being home, so I decided to start running the streets and stuff. And for fun in Bucksport, getting yourself in trouble is the best thing, and I did, and I ended up going to the youth center.
Every summer it's like kids are on the street and stuff, and here I got a place to go and things to do and keep occupied.
Welcome, audience. We are Theater Arts Works.
We were trying to think of ways to integrate work and learning in some kind of setting. One of the options became TheatreWorks, where they would learn all of the interpersonal skills necessary to succeed in a job. A lot of these young people who are failing at school, staying back, or just not attending, an experience like this that gives them the contextual environment to learn by doing and to get instant feedback in a smaller group, it seems to work really well for them.
My name's Sarah. I'm 17, and this is my first year.
My name's Jason. I am 18, my second year here.
My name's Howard. This is my third year here, and I'm 20.
I'm Steve.
Everything is geared to have them go out to a job, get a job, and retain it, and also advance in it. And the hardest thing to make them understand in the beginning is to think how the employer thinks. The employer wants you to show up on time. He doesn't care that you wanted to talk to your girlfriend who was going to leave in another half hour. So you had to call her now and come in 15 minutes. Only 15 minutes late. What do you care? To make them understand that that's not personal against them, but it's the employer that you have to please.
How about we take break a little early first?
Can't do that.
Why not?
Because you have the bathroom to fix.
Well, how long is it till break?
15.
Hey, no problem. We'll take 15-minute break, you know, right now. We'll take it early.
We can't do it. We can't do it.
Why not? Hey, Howard. How do you feel about taking a 15-minute break right now and then having lunch break, too?
Let's take it.
All right.
No,
see,
I don't care if Howard likes it. I don't care.
Every job site has to learn competencies, and what we found out is that nobody's learning them, so we decided to teach them to everyone and using skits, because we were thinking how we should teach them. By doing skits and stuff like that, they learn a lot that way.
Oh,
you've got soap in my eyes.
Oh, dear me, I do. Larry, do you have a towel?
No, you should have one there, bud.
Randy, do you have a towel?
You should have one on your workstation.
Towels. Look, here's a towel. Yes. Just a minute, then, and we'll have that right off your face.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, what have I done?
Look.
What have you done?
Terrible smell. No, smell this. Horrible smell. Oh, I have done nothing. Nothing is the matter.
You meet the young people, and they're protective of themselves. They're frightened of revealing too much of themselves. They put on an air, you know, to try and act like everything's cool, man. I said, all right, you know. And slowly, when they begin to trust you, and then they begin to trust themselves, it's a world of difference.
Before I started this job, I was very quiet, didn't like to talk to very many people. And last year when we did the play, I got a pretty big role, so that really had to make me sort of open up. So that helped. Big time self-confidence booster.
All right, I'm going to name it off so everybody in the stage, you know, keep it down. Jimmy doesn't seem to know why his stereo conflicts with his study habits. What competency is Jimmy lacking? Yes.
There's several young people who have come to TDC 2 years ago, for instance, and very withdrawn, had a job coach at their school. The job coach, the guidance counselor all said that I'm not sure this young person is going to succeed in your TheatreWorks project. They come here and they really thrive, and they're successful. Some of them are going on to college now, some of them to the Job Corps Center, and it's just one more barrier they've overcome by having other folks, possibly their parents or friends or people at school, saying they're not going to succeed.
If I didn't have TDC, then I'd still probably be running around and getting in trouble, worse off than I was before, because I was like on the edge of being in the youth center permanently and just still fooling around and stuff like that. And for this, it took so much of my time that I didn't have time to go running around at night and stuff like that. And I graduated. I was surprised myself that I got high honors.
As it stands now, the summer youth program may not be in existence next year, but the basic funding source, the Department of Labor summer youth program, is unfortunately drying up because of action in Congress. For TDC next summer, this will be 500 people in our jurisdiction and 2,000 young people across the state of Maine who won't have a summer job provided through the summer youth employment program.
Amazing is the right word. One you never expected to be so wonderful. 8 weeks, you know, they've just caught a glimmer, a glimpse of what they can be. We realize at TDC, with the methodology we use that we really want to help these young people with, is that if you learn that effective effort will get you whatever you want, then you're not reticent about giving effort. We did some outings where the kids raised the money, and then we used the money to take them to another play in the area, and then also take them to a restaurant, because we knew most of them had never been to a restaurant. One of these young people, who I hope becomes a writer because he is eloquent, wrote an article about how we asked everyone to write about their experience, and he was astounded at the feeling of being served, the feeling of being respected by the waiter. He ended the piece with this, which I think you really like to hear. I think all people should get a chance to do this sort of thing, because I think poor people would really make an effort to do it again and again. Half the people I know have never had this kind of night, and I wish they could, because this type of treatment makes you want to get your ass in gear and really try in life just a little harder. And this young man is trying harder.
Now, running a business like a theater and one like a bank may seem to be two separate entities, but actually there's a lot of similarities as well. You have to be able to present yourself well, you need to communicate, you need to know how to manage money, and you also need an understanding of the fact that the individual's role has value, not only to itself, but also to the organization. And that's being taught right here by the Androscoggin Savings Bank at their own branch at the Lewiston Regional Technical Center through the Adopt-A-School program. Let's go inside.